In this video, we are going to go right into the heart of Norse mythology with Fafnir the dragon. You guys all remember the dragon and the pile of gold in Lord of the Rings, Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, Smaug. Well, the dragon that we're going to look at today is actually probably not that dragon. I think that one was inspired by the dragon Dragfran in Beowulf. But this one is equally terrifying and a very, very famous dragon Fafnir from Norse mythology who was slain by Sigurd. And we're going to take a look at this fabulous, fabulous coin that was sent over to me by one of my absolute favourite mints, Germania Mint. One of the reasons I love Germania Mint is their attention to detail is absolutely impeccable. You know, everything they do is done just so well. And so I was absolutely delighted to receive this coin to tell you guys about today. It's just come out, and you can see that it's presented in this very, very lovely eco-friendly box, which actually, you know, is really, really lovely in its own right. And with loads of great new coins coming out in September, October, there's never been a better time to buy from the Coin Connection. Code Barry for 2% off in September. As soon as you open the box, you know that you've got something very, very special. You know, it's got all these little compartments in, a little bit like an Apple box. It's been beautifully planned. The first thing you see is the certificate of authenticity, which shows a picture of the coin that you're going to get. And you know, when you start looking at the specs, that it's something interesting. Each COA has a number, and it is limited to 999 pieces. And you can see a few of the kind of metrics about this particular coin. It's actually a BU, brilliant uncirculated, version of the coin. In fact, there probably isn't a proof one, but it looks proof-like to me in terms of its care of production. But it's a BU grade coin with 2 ounces of silver with an antique finish. And first thing you do with all good coins or anything else you receive through the mail is you open it up and you see the quick guide. So the first thing you need to do in order to open this coin up is find a pair of cotton or rubber gloves. So and then there's a whole load of instructions to actually work out how to actually take it out the box and put it together and display it. And it looks like it's a coin that comes with its own display system, which is always a really, really nice benefit when you buy this kind of thing, because it means that as well as being something that collectors might want, it can also be a great looking coin on somebody's desktop or a great present for somebody. But let's have a look again, and having now, as you can see, donned my white gloves, I'm now ready to take a look at this coin and see what's there without damaging anything. So take out the bit at the top, the protective part of the box, and you can see here you just pull out the base unit, and it's all very mysterious because you get everything covered in these black protectors. So the Germania Beasts series, Fafnir the dragon, 2 ounces of silver in 999.949s fine silver, and something really, which is it's a great present. I mean, to receive one of these, I mean, they're not a cheap coin by any means, but they're still not way expensive either, and I think they make a great present. I think the presentation and thought that's clearly gone into this is pretty amazing. So there are perspex panels, and you can see here in protective covers. So the first thing you do, and the reason you need the gloves, is because you don't want to get any fingerprints onto the perspex, particularly the bit on the inside. You can see here the coin created by Natalia, and it's got this amazing finish. Absolutely stunning. It's a little bit like, one of those car paint jobs where every angle you look at it, it looks a slightly different colour. And it's a process that I think is new for Germania Mint, and they've named it Chameleon. And every time you look at it, every different angle, it looks like it's something completely different and very, very much mythical, mystical, out of this world. And, I can't imagine they could have done a better job on this, actually. It's absolutely great. So you can see here, you've got the coin in the central perspex holder, which has been printed with some very nice kind of Celtic knot designs. And then you've got two of these covers. And the trick with these covers is to work out which way they go round, because the magnets only kind of fit close one particular way. You can see if you try and put them the wrong way, they repel like this. You can't get them to line up. So you have to find a way to get them to line up. And actually, I did find out after making this video that this is on the wrong way. You need to make sure. I think they were put into the box the wrong way round. So, I think I swapped them round and they fitted much more closely and much more kind of precisely into the frame. But this kind of worked in order to show you guys the finished product. So what you've got is the dragon with kind of half its tail on one side, and and that's a really nice design in its own respect. But the clever thing about this coin is that when you turn it over, what you see is actually the design appearing on the other side too. We'll see that in a moment. Very nice wooden base. It's all kind of probably been engraved, with one of those kind of engraving machines that you see advertised everywhere, where you can kind of design your own kind of template or wording or art, and then get the machine to do this kind of CNC engraving or something on wood. And on the other side of it, you can see you've got the Germania Mint kind of logo in the middle, Germania Mint on the dragon's tail, and you've got the tail continuing round in a swirl with the same chameleon paint job as on the front. And it's a pretty cool concept, really, and one that is really nice. I think the designer has done a great job on this. I realised after I'd set this up that actually it looks so cool that it's something you probably want to keep out on display all the time. Maybe on a desk, maybe in your man den or your woman den. Something that you actually kind of look up and get enjoyment out of looking at. So I think they've done a great job, and very pleased with that, and pretty spectacular. But that wasn't the only thing that arrived from Germania Mint. I just want to show you this second coin that arrived. So this one is the same design, obviously Fafnir the dragon. It doesn't have the chameleon treatment on it, and this is 1 ounce of fine silver rather than the 2 ounces. Obviously it's not the antique finish, very different treatment, and this one has 25,000 as a potential mintage instead of 999, and it's not numbered in the same way. So it's designed for a slightly different market, but you still get a very nice package, and you get the certificate of authenticity, which shows the coin. And, I can't imagine these things are going to be anything other than incredibly popular. So you can see here 1 ounce of 4 nines fine silver, face value 5 marks, which is a kind of fictitious Germania Mint, monetary system. And in fact, all these coins are gradable by NGC as well. So if you do buy any Germania Mint coins, it's one of the few private mints that NGC feel is high enough quality to grade their coins. And in fact, whenever I've sent one of these coins to NGC, so far they've all come back as a 70. And that's a real testament to the quality of minting of these coins by Germania Mint. So, and you can keep it in this packaging, and and it's quite nice to keep it permanently in this packaging. You don't have to grade these coins. The mint provides some really nice packaging. So, what I also wanted to show you was a second coin that arrived at the same time, and because this is actually really clever. So this second coin gives you another one of these BU coins in a double holder. And there's some instructions on exactly what you need to do. So, dear customer, here's the coin we've all been waiting for. Germania Mint, Fafnir, 1 ounce. Wear cotton or rubber gloves. Very carefully open both capsules and put the coin from the single capsule to the empty slot in the double one, placing it with the opposite side. That's the key, the opposite side to the coin that's already in the cap. And make sure the coins touch each other in the right place, and then take a look at the result. So, Germania Mint have laid it out pretty clearly. Great instructions as to how to do this. I have taken off my rubber gloves, so I apologise. I'll try and be very careful, and I think probably I won't do any harm to this by handling it without the gloves. So let's take a look at the second coin and see if we can take a look at the Fafnir with its tail. So you've got a second one of these coins. BU, remember 25,000 of these, so they're kind of pretty reasonable and easy to get hold of. I'm going to take out this coin from the capsule and see if we can get it to work in accordance with the instructions. So you can see here you've got you have to put the opposite side in, and you have to work out how you need to change the way it points in order to make the tail line up. So it's not kind of immediately obvious. It requires a little bit of playing around to work out the right way to do it and how to get the tail to line up. So let's have a go at this and see whether we can get them lined up. So, and I think it's meant to be vertical, the whole thing. So you have the Germania logo at the top facing downwards, and then the dragon needs to face a different direction in order to make it a kind of vertical process. So let's have a look at that. We've got the dragon and the tail. It's a little bit like one of those krypton factor things they used to have on television, that you have to kind of work out which way they go, line them up, and then work out how to get them in. In fact, I don't think it's nearly as difficult as the krypton factor used to look. I don't think you need to be at a genius level to do this. Anyone, including someone like me, can work out that this is the way you need to do them, and then you see the great effect. Look at that. I mean, that is just such a nice, clever bit of design. Very unusual. And to me, what it says is how much Germania Mint care about their customers, and what kind of the length they go to in designing something beautiful that people can have and look at. And this two-piece set with the tail going up, I think it's a really cool thing. So very pleased with that, and thank you very much, Germania Mint, for sending those over to me to review. I really enjoyed reviewing these, as I always do. There are some previous videos that if you want to look up my reviews of Germania, then I think I did the Allegro set with I think Columbia and Germania. They always produce good, interesting coins. So that's all from me for this coin. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry the video is a little bit long this time. Apologies for that. Please like, please subscribe. Please click on the little notify button, and so that you'll be made aware of when the next Numistaka video is going to hit YouTube, and you'll be able to be one of the first people to watch the video.